Hello, hello. It is the one and only 5D Transformations, Pyramidian Coaching, and I am back to drop some game and to drop some very powerful information. I love to incorporate spirituality into the game. You know what I mean? Because everybody that talks about game is so dry. They're missing the big picture. It's just about men and women and attraction. I mean, come on, it's much deeper than that. Um, Women challenge men to humble men to realize that you can come up with all these fucking inventions and creations and systems, but guess what? All of that is still not going to get you the girl you want because that girl is operating from more of a spiritual level, not in terms of the woman being the spiritual person, but her nature, the feminine energy, is an energy that is more in the chaos, the unlinear. And this isn't chaos in a bad way. This is actually chaos in a very good way. It's chaos that breaks things apart in order to create a new order. And we talk about words like hypergamy, which states that women always like to branch up for the best option. Well, all that's doing is they're taking the man that they have, breaking him apart so that he can come back together as a stronger version. Um, and the only man that they end up staying with in most cases is the one that they can't break, because they can't break him because he's already broken himself. He's already breaking himself every day to transform. So he's taken the feminine energy from that destructive force from her and applied it to himself. So he's breaking himself quicker than she can break him. It's so crazy, but that's how it works. And so, it's very important that you're constantly developing yourself, obviously. You know what I mean? But one thing I wanted to touch on that's really big, because that wasn't even what I was talking about, but it's very powerful. But one thing that I want to touch on that's really big is you have to get out of the mind frame of chasing. You got to get out the mindset of going after shit, of having to prove shit. You know, we all have things that we want to prove. Um, and that's a destructive force because if you tap into the feminine energy is all about being. You notice if you see a beautiful woman walking around, she's just looking beautiful and everyone is watching her be like this flower and they want to gravitate to it. So, what is the male version of that? What makes women want to do that to a man? And what you'll find is what makes women want to do that to a man is when a man is fully in his flow, when he's just being a man. And she can watch that. She loves it. She loves to watch a man be a man. But what happens with men is as soon as is that they break their frame so that they can be with her. They're so enamored by the woman, they destroy the woman's ability to be enamored by the man. And don't get me wrong, you can be enamored by a woman's beauty, but what men tend to do is they tend to compromise with the beauty. They tend to say, "Oh, let me take you on a date to be around your beauty. Let me do this and do that." They become doers in order to be with her instead of just being and matching her beingness. So instead of doing all that, you just say, "Hey, what's up? What's your name?" "Oh, my name's like, man, you're okay. You got a good energy, man. You look kind of vibrant. Like, what's going on?" Like, I don't know. "Oh, let me see your hand. Let's talk. You know what? We need to hang out. Like, you just need to hang out ASAP. Like, that's just what we got to do. You know, I don't know. Maybe we don't. Maybe we do. I don't know. That's just what I'm feeling right now. I don't know. Being present, being here right now. And that's if you're approaching her. That's if you're going after her. You know, what's really fun for women is when they just watch you be who you are without having to hold on to them, right? You just moving through the world, doing what you do. That's why you notice coworkers tend to get together a lot, and people tend to date a lot in the workplace, or because you're seeing that person all the time, and you're seeing them just be who they are. and you start to build attraction for women, especially start to build attraction for guys, especially guys that they might not have been considering immediately. Over time, they see his personality, they get to like him. And I think what messed up guys is when guys started to feel like, oh, I gotta do something to get her, instead of just being so fly and in your process that you're just attracting women. Like, this is how it goes. It's like, you might be with this girl, talk to her for a little while, then you just, all right, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Then you go over here doing this thing, and you talking to this girl. Like, it's your beingness. And women are just around you and they like it, instead of saying, oh, there's this girl here, I need to have her. It's scarcity. That's more scarcity based. Um, and it's very much about being present. One thing that really fucks us up is when we get into our mind too much. That's why I was never a fan of pickup, because pickup is too, when you're thinking about stuff, of what to say, what to do, it's a disassociation. You're disassociating with the present moment and going into your head. At that point, you're not connected with the environment. At that point, you're not connected with what's going on. You see, the reason why I brought up that example of talking to a girl in the moment right there is because I'm with that girl in the moment. I don't know what's about to be said next. I don't know what I'm about to do, but I'm just with her and flowing. Because all I know is, look, I'm a man. I like her. So I'm gonna just see what happens. I'm just gonna be present and see what happens, and let her see a man be a present man. Like, you know what I mean? That's it. There's nothing to do, and I really want to emphasize, like, yo, if you're a man, that's already all the attractiveness you need. If you're a normal attractive man, because women are attracted to men. That's just how nature designed it. This whole car and a home and money and all of this, that's that didn't exist in nature. That's something that's come through evolution. That's something that's much more recent than even evolution can account for, in terms of, no, people, look, primal attraction is primal attraction. It's about primal attraction. And primal attraction means that women are attracted to men that are purely being men. The reason why the dating game is messed up right now is because men are not purely men no more. They have been domesticated, and they have been groomed to, with a lack of sense of self, and they've been groomed to feel like they have to do things to get something that they have natural rights to. Like, like they have natural, like, you don't got to do nothing to get a woman. Like, a man and woman were made for one another. There's no third fucking species. It's not like it's men, women, and two other things. No, it's just men and women. You know what I mean? People go ahead and, LGBT and different things, but you still start off as a man or a woman, and you're either becoming a man or a woman. You still got to respect the law of gender. That's the law of gender is there's masculine and feminine energy and everything. So there's only two energies going on. So the more that you embrace your masculine uh, beingness and just being a man, you're gonna attract women. The minute you start thinking, oh, I gotta do this, and now you're going into feminine energy because you're thinking. You're trying to compromise and figure out, oh, what do I gotta do to compromise to be with this girl? You're not being anymore. You're now trying to figure out stuff to be with her, to be in her beingness. So now you're trying to figure out how to watch her and keep her around, when really she wants to watch you and try to keep you around, because she's loving seeing you be a fucking dope ass man. So it's very important that men are present. It's very important that men are present. Um, and so with that, I'm gonna close out and say, I'm gonna close out with this. It's time for men to, and that's why if you look at my pyramidian picture that I got on there for the pyramidian coaching, it's me sitting on the throne. It's time for you to sit on the throne and just be who you are. Second guessing is the feminine energy. Like, masculine energy is just going forward. Feminine energy is going backwards. You know what I mean? You know, if you're thinking forward, you're just doing what you're doing, you're present, you're moving forward, you're taking action. If you're stopping to think, because in order to go to think about what you did, you got to go backwards now. What did I do? What happened? And now you're stopping all movement forward because you're thinking, dang, what did I do with that? Maybe I should have did this. Maybe I should try to tell her this. Maybe I should, and now you're not going anywhere. So one thing you got to understand is the masculine force is about going forward and being. It's not about trying to think and overthink. No, now you're tapping the feminine energy, and now you're going to disassociate from yourself and end up disassociating from her because you're not present. And what I realize is women are gained through attraction in the present moment. You get a woman when you're present. When you see the girl right there and you just act on it, or when you see, or when she says something to you, you got to trust your first thought. You got to go, whatever comes to my head, I'm saying it. You can't be, no, now you're messing up because you're overthinking. She says, what you doing over here, blah, blah, blah. Me, man, what are you doing over here? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, man, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing over here. What's going on? Come give me a hug, man. Where you been at? She might shit text you. Oh, I'm not giving you no hug. Oh, it's one of them days, huh? All right. I see how you moving. It's all good. And then you just keep it pushing. See, before some PUA dude to be like, oh, you gotta figure out how to say something else to get her. Nah, man. Let her just see you be around and move and keep it moving. Like, let them just see you be you. Stop trying to like entangle it. You're trying to entangle her in your world when really you're supposed to just be moving, moving, moving. And all these people are just supporting characters in your movie. And they want to be that. And next thing you know, they're gonna be wanting to be in your movie because they're like, man, I want to see what it's like being with this man. Because every time I see him, he's just on the go. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's the Pyramidian way. The Pyramidian way is like being and attracting and owning who you are. You know what I mean? I'll close out with that. It's like own who you are. I know that's a big thing to say. Like, you know, it's like say, hey, yeah, be confident. You know what I mean? I hear people do that. But the truth is, like, you might have weird quirks. You might like weird TV shows. You might have a different lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like me, like, you know, I'm the type of person when it comes to, I'm not a monogamous. I can do, I am monogamous in the sense that I can do it. And I have a girl, you know, I have a girlfriend, but at the same time, I like talking to other people. I like having other people. So that's just what I like. That every girl doesn't like that. Oh, I gotta be with one person. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not into that. All right, man. Who gives a fuck? All right, cool. And then I'm not thinking nothing else about it. I'm on to the next. That's it. Like, this is who I am. This is what I do. I'm not even questioning nothing about what I do. I'm not even thinking or trying to second guess what I do. I'm just trying to see if you can vibe with what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Oh, you cute. Let me see if you vibe with what I'm doing. Oh, you're not. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm on to the next. You know what I mean? Like, so own what you do, and what you'll find is they love that, and they you'll realize you can manifest anything in life and dating and relationships or whatever if you truly just flow with what you like and own it. Any shame, the minute you start feeling shame, and they feel that, and they're going to destroy you. And that's what the feminine energy is all about. They're like, until you are fully solid with who you are, they're like, we're gonna keep breaking you down. But once you are solid, then you can't be broken down. And guess what? They go, all right, this is the motherfucker I gotta be with. You know what I mean? So that's that. That's on my video for you. I have some fire stuff on the way. Make sure to join the Patreon. I have the Pyramidian course. Well, actually, I have the 5D base attraction course, which is an incredible course. It's out. But I got the Pyramidian coaching, which is really the top package on there. Like if you go on Patreon, you get the Pyramidian life coaching. It's like a mastermind with all my top videos explaining like the highest level shit that I channel. And the good thing about it is you also get access to all the other courses and videos. So I think it's like $99 or something, but that $99 a month. But it gives you, I update my Pyramidian coaching videos, weekly. So you're going to get the highest level of that information plus all my other courses and stuff. So I really think that's the best deal. And aside from that, man, I'm about to be dropping some serious, powerful info on you all, and I appreciate everybody for listening. It's the one and only guy, Johnny, Pyramidian Coaching, brought to you by 5D Transformations, and I'll see you all in the next video.